Today is 16 November 2016, market open positive and there was initial upward move but was not able to hold. Eventually retraced, trade off high and closed poor, down 3.2793. Now there were attempts at this 200 days moving average but was not able to close above it, so this is generally negative. I'd like to watch over the next few days. Now breaking the intraday low here of 2760 will be negatives, and we like to actually watch this, and if we break this we may move to test the 2700 support. Now this day itself was a day where the US presidential result was announced and there was this knee-jerk reactions followed by a bit of recovery the next day. Now if you look at the US markets, it is pretty strong. This is Dow Jones Industrial Index making successive high and making all-time high. Now Nasdaq S&P is less impressive. Nevertheless, there was actually upward move. Likewise for the Shanghai market itself, there were actually upward move. Emerging market like Indonesia, this doesn't perform well. Philippines likewise. Now this is the DB breakouts reports for today. If you notice, OCBC was actually triggered, and you have stock like Mermaid, which is rumors of takeover targets. If you notice, the stock trade a extension bar, so it's important if you traders, you should take some profit today. Recent strong move come from banks, in particular DBS. This is OCBC, the bit of laggards. Notice yesterday we have a wide range buy itself. So today itself there is some risk. So it didn't close well today. We like to see how we actually turn out. If we actually retrace, look for a break above the high here of today, which is 883. Now if we take a look at DBS, this is probably the leading bank stocks. This was the day where the US result was announced, presidential result 9th of November, and immediately recover, make successive high. There was a DB trigger the next day. And today form a wide range reversal bar, so time to actually get out. If you notice closely, there is an overhead resistance, so this is good time to take profit. Let's turn our attentions to the stocks. Recent stock there are target for takeover. This includes Supergroup. Over here we have a trigger that was quite some time back, followed by retracements. If you have taken the trades, it's important to take some profit. Stop loss will be one tick below this breakout bar. If you notice, actually was swing sideways and followed by a re-entry here on the 31st October, followed by today hot and gap up. Of course, there's an offer price at 130. Take a look at VAC, likewise takeover targets. It was triggered on this day itself. Alright, if you notice, this is a very nice consolidation patterns. It was triggered on this day and they will actually follow through with a gap wide range. This is an extension bar rather. Time to take some profits. Next day open with a gap down, morning gap. We should exit our position. Of course, right now we know there's an offer price at 24 cents. ARA asset. Again, there was a trigger on the 27th, followed by a pullback, and there was a re-entry on the 3rd of November, followed by 3-day hot, and of course, it's quite evident right now, it's a takeover target. Likewise for a global logistic. This stock was actually negative. If you notice, actually there were downward movement, and there was sudden trigger, a DB trigger on this day itself, 22nd November. Again, you have a wide range, rather extension bar, so it's good to lock in some profit. Over the next few days, you notice just inch upwards slightly, not that impressive. And of course, we have wide range reversal bar here. You can get out of this position here. Now, some of the actually strong move come from energy stock. This is Chris Energy. Over here, there was a trigger making successive high, and obviously this is a time to get out. HMI. Over here we have a gap which actually broke this resistance here, and there was a extension bar, and of course if you've taken the trades, locking a profit end of the day. Now we're experiencing a pullback, wait for it to complete and eventually test this high here of 755. This is GSH. Now we have a trigger quite some time back. If you notice actually over here, it starts to actually move in. The daylight actually close up, so it's a type of weakness. The worst case, you will actually get out here. Now there appear to be a re-entry, but this is not valid because it really did not actually trade above the upper band. If you notice, we were just doing this, so this is a bit risky. So we will not take this trade. Now one of the new leaders actually nailed Silk Route. Here we have a very nice move, and obviously here we have a test on the lower band, so that gives you early warning. And over here we have wide range reversal. It's a good time to get out. Now if you didn't get out, this over here when you trade below the band, it's the time to actually get it of all position. Now we do have a re-trigger here. If you notice, we got stop out. So here we got stop out, and there was another trigger here. And today reversal bar is low volume, so generally healthy. Again, we watch it closely. City Neon. And the most recent triggers is this one here, and again making successive high. This is a reversal bar, wide range reversal bar, and here we will have gotten out. Let's turn our attention to some of the weak stocks. Telcos are all weak. This is Tahap. Notice there was a trigger making successive low. There was some sideway move right now, so if you have these stocks, you just have to watch, or you should take some partial profits. And of course, if you have a wide range up bar, it would be good to actually get out of positions. M1. You notice M1 itself, there was a trigger quite some time back, and it moved sideways, so you go to the conjunction box. So again, this is the time where we actually get out. Singtel. It's more a recent trigger. If you notice, the last 2 days was not able to close well. This is generally negative. So again, you have shorted the stocks. You just have to actually watch for any strong throwback. But currently, these two bars does indicate some weakness. It may continue its downward move. One of the strong stocks we have discussed in the past is now weakened. This is Cogent. Notice it was pretty strong in the past. Extremely weak right now after this trust bar breakdown. Today still make another low, so it's extremely weak. So again, if you have these stocks, just manage closely. Now it's important not to be fooled by good earning result. Despite good earning results, Yanlong actually failed. Alright, there was a trigger and followed by a wide range reversal bar here. There's an inside day. Again, if you have these stocks, just watch closely, because after a long bar, sometimes we do expect throwback. Again, just to highlight again, a lot of people like stock like Sheng Siong, but it actually failed. Notice actually over here, it was trading outside the 2 band, and it's to move inward. So again, if you have this stock, you just have to be careful with this trade. Watch it closely. If you trade above the upper band, it's time to actually get out. Notice the recent bars itself are smaller, so it's actually dropping by its own weight. There's no panic selling. REITs are weak. The whole sector itself. This is Maple Greater China. There was a trigger. Again, throwback and make successive low. Now we experience a throwback. Again, you have this stock. Just watch closely. So REITs majority are having similar patterns. This is Fraser Centrepoint Trust. Over here there were a trigger. If you notice, there was a trigger and you actually go into the line. Notice if you put a stop loss at one tick above this bar, it is generally okay, and you actually follow through. Right now throwback, and this throwback is weak, low volume throwback. Again, manage to trade closely. So right now Singapore market doesn't look that strong. So you can actually take the opportunity to look for some weak stock to actually short. Some of the strong stocks has also weakened, so we just have to be more guarded. We're going long at this point in time, unless the STI itself recover. Wall Street, we do see some losing momentums, even though it appeared to be strong, but it's losing momentum, so it may retrace. So we just have to actually be aware of that, and the long position we had to be more careful, and the shorts appear to be more promising at this point of time, at least short terms. So we should actually trade the very obvious one, the very strong one, and the very weak one.